Folks, welcome back into the 7 financial blind spots. Now, Chae, this is a big one, and this is back and forth. Some people are favor this, some people aren't. Should you or should you not pay your mortgage off before retirement?
Okay. Well, like you said, some people are for it, some people are against it. If you're a Dave Ramsey follower, you're going to take care of your budget, and you're going to make sure that's not on there in retirement. And I'm sort of I'm for that as well, because it's an expense that you can control. Take it off the budget.
Right.
Go ahead and have that extra income later on in retirement, and not have to worry about that as being a bill. In retirement, it's something you can control.
Right.
But there are ways of making sure you're paying it correctly.
That's where people get in trouble, is they take money out of a tax-qualified account to pay the mortgage off, like let's say an IRA or a 401k, and they're all happy because they pay the house off, and then during, next year on February, they get a 1099 in the mail for all the money they took out of their tax-qualified account they have to pay tax on.
Exactly.
And many times they don't have the money to pay that tax.
And they don't put that money back into the nest egg. Never.
And let's talk about it. What does an IRA stand for? Individual what? Retirement account. So you took out your retirement to pay your house off. Now you're in retirement with a paid off house and no money to spend.
Exactly.
So you have to be very careful on that.
Exactly.
Again, it makes sense sometimes and it doesn't make sense other times.
Exactly. You don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul.
No, that's right.
At all.
Well, what I would like to invite everybody to engage is we do a calculation called a cash flow analysis. And that's primarily what we're doing. We're looking at what your budget's going to be in retirement, whether it's mortgage or no mortgage. So if the mortgage is in there, instead of needing $5,000 a month, maybe you need $7,000. Okay, does all of your buckets at a conservative rate of return, does it add up to $7,000 a month? Because if it does, you're home. If it doesn't, we got to go to work.
Yeah.
And it's a number you got to have. Because without it, we talked about goals earlier. If you don't have that number, we can't manage it.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
so it's just important to understand all the different facets that go into taking money out of an account to pay off the mortgage.
Very true.
And of course, if mortgage rates go up, if people lock in a 7 or 8 or 9%, it makes a whole lot more sense to pay the mortgage off than if it's 2.99 or 2% or something like that. Some people watching probably have a 2% or 3% mortgage rate. So
yeah, actually, I've had clients that actually think, well, I'll go ahead and pay this mortgage off. I'm like, the interest rate's so low, keep it. Put more of your money in your retirement plan, right? I mean, you're still going to pay it off before you retire. It's a good thing to talk to a financial planner and go ahead and let us do the numbers for you. Let us do the math and show you how it's going to work best for you.
Because the bank wants you to pay it off if you have a 299. They want that money back so they can loan it back out at 18 or 20% on a credit card.
Now you're getting into my stomping ground. If you can't get rid of Wall Street and the bank, and at least mitigate the IRS, you're not going to have a good retirement.
Yeah.
Because if you think the bank and Wall Street's on your side, that's why we're independent. We don't work for Wall Street.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's why you need a plan, folks, from a team that's truly independent. You see the contact information on the screen. I'd recommend you get in touch with them as soon as possible.